feel it? Halloween costume parties? Cool or corny?
For sure.
Plus, it's cuffing season. Should you sit it out?
Girl, you must be a good date.
And superstar Tyler Perry is here with the cast of Tyler Perry's Boo 2, a Medea Halloween.
It's gonna be lit.
The Real starts now.
You know who taught me that?
Who?
My baby girl, Araya. She does the
Can I see that dance?
No, when she danced like this, and then she go like that, like that, and like that.
I was like,
you
what
gotta
is
check
that?
it
She was
out.
like...
It's great. It's
that
a great
was
feeling.
awesome. Well, I know that we are all excited and ready for some girl chat, right?
Yes!
Well, ladies, it's Friday and it's been a long week, so how about we throw ourselves a little celebration,
Come on.
Yeah. That's right. We don't just do Fridays at The Real. We do Friday.
Oh, you know what goes perfect with this? You know, I just need a drink. So get on out here, Marcel, with the drinks, okay?
Where you're at work and you're probably at your, computer working away, but you know you're already looking towards that happy hour drink. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
We're channeling our inner 007 with this martini.
Ooh, a Vesper
It's a
martini.
Vesper
Is this what it's called?
Yeah,
Vesper. Now, if you want to learn how to make a Vesper cocktail or a mocktail for yourself, head on over to thereal.com because we're going to have a good time right now.
Yes, we are. But I love that they can actually get the recipes to what we're drinking online.
Yes.
I like the gold
Yo,
straw.
this is strong, ladies.
Yeah, I don't need a
Turn
straw.
up. Here we go. Cheers.
Come through, vodka base.
Come through. Eye contact. That's
Holy
for 7
crap.
years.
Yeah,
Eye
no,
contact.
don't want
there
that,
we go.
don't
No,
want
we
that.
don't.
Don't want that.
Okay, now speaking of parties, don't you hate it when one of your girlfriends, is having a pity party or something, and when you ask, what's wrong? You're immediately met with, never mind. You know what I'm talking about? When they cut you off and they're like, it's not a big deal.
Right.
And you're like, what?
No, I'd be like, thanks, because I didn't want to hear about it anyway.
Okay?
So according to Shari Eberts at Psychology Today, when somebody says, never mind to you, it's actually considered an insult because the speaker is basically saying, you're not important enough to give you the full story. What? And it kind of makes you feel that way too. So we're talking about people who just make it seem like a big deal and then just stop you dead in your tracks and say, never mind.
But don't you think sometimes they do that for attention? You know, because they want to beg you.
Yes.
Please tell me, please.
Wait,
Yeah,
one of our
I'm
audience
actually-
members pointing out her friend right there.
Oh, wait, what?
She does that to you?
She does that all the time.
Oh, see, then everybody has that friend that does it, man.
See?
Y'all don't do that? I do it.
Yeah, I was just kidding when I said that I wouldn't care because I'm actually super nosy. And if
Yeah.
somebody starts saying something and then they say, never mind, I hate that. Not because I actually care, but because I'm nosy. I just want to know
Yes,
what
she
you were
is.
going to say. I hate it when people
She
start saying
is
something.
nosy.
Oh, no,
Yes.
actually, just forget. Never mind. You be like, no, tell me. Tell me I
Yeah.
hate that. So I want them to tell me. But I have to be honest, even though I I hate it when people do it to me. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna explain. Most of the time I'll be like, oh, never mind. But it's because I either already handled what I was gonna ask you about, and I don't wanna ask you about something that...
Oh, so you genuinely
No, I use never mind as like, that's why I read this, and I'm like, yo, they're being so sensitive.
Oh.
Because most people, I'll just be like, let's say I hit you for something, and I'm like, hey, make sure you call me, and then you hit me, and you're like, oh, hey, what happened, A? I might be like, oh, never mind, girl, and you'll be like, wait,
No,
what?
but then I wanna know.
I already figured it out.
Yeah, but I want to know then. So, like, you better tell me, or I'm gonna be mad.
Or I'll just tell you, I was trying to figure out how to get into this thing, but I already got it handled.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, I got so traumatized in high school because I was around a lot of mean girls, and girls, we're talking about not women, but girls would do that on purpose to kind of like make you feel left out. You know, like if the girls are talking and you come up to them, you're like, what are you guys talking about? And they're like, you won't get it.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
hated that. So now, like, and it happens a lot on our show because we get into circles of conversation and somebody might pop up because we have so many people on set. I always make sure to open up the conversation to that other person. Like, me and Tam are talking about our periods. Come, girl, if you want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
Yeah, or I always try to explain that, like, oh, no, it's that it was nothing. Like, I never want them to feel like it's that I don't want them to be a part of it, but that, like, oh, no, it was something about... I don't know. Even if it's something they don't need to know about, there's a different way to go about it that it doesn't make them feel like just never mind.
Wait a minute, y'all. This drink is really strong.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like,
That's how I make them, baby. Strong.
How do you use never mind?
I know that it really gets to Adam when I say never mind. So I use my never mind like a whatever. So it's when I really want to talk to Adam about something important and he's like dismissive about it. So say I'm like, Adam, I really have something important to tell you. And he's like, wait, just wait. I'm talking to my friend. Then I'll say, never mind.
Oh.
And then
I've done that.
Yeah.
I do that if I've asked for something and it hasn't gotten done.
Yeah.
Then I say never mind, and somehow it suddenly gets done because he gets concerned that I'll go do it myself.
Oh, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a wife trick. She got the wife tricks already.
Look at me! I'll be like, never mind, I got it. And I swear he will stop everything he's doing and will be like, babe, I'll do it. Yeah, if I say, babe, the trash, we have to take it out.
Mine doesn't. Yeah, no, because he knows I'm trying to get back at him, so then he gets back at me.
Well, maybe I shouldn't
have said that. But not giving into it. Oh, yeah.
No. Or you use it when you... Okay, sometimes we women, we get this pass. We get a little too much in our feelings. And you want a little bit more attention.
Yes.
So you just kind of give a little sign of like, you know, like...
What's wrong, Jeannie?
Never mind.
Wait,
oh, wow.
What is it? That's what Lonnie was saying.
That's what I'm saying. When you start
right
begging, you know what I mean? You ever, like, be having sex, and then you be like, never mind, because it already...
Can we say that on daytime TV?
Never mind.
Never mind. You can say, wait. Well, I have heard of people having sex, and then it's just not good, and they say never mind.
Oh, God.
Well, you know what? Speaking of things that annoy you, now is the time when many of you are getting crazy invites to Halloween parties.
Yes.
Now, a user on Quora.com recently posed this interesting question. They said, is it okay to not wear a costume to a Halloween party? Now, the user goes on to explain that costumes can be expensive, and while they appreciate the effort of the hosts that went through to plan a party and get the food, pay all that money, they don't want to spend all their money for just one night. So, ladies, is it ever okay to show up to a Halloween party with no costume?
No, I think that's an excuse.
What did you guys say?
No, there's no excuse. There's no excuse.
There's no excuse.
A trash bag is a costume.
yes.
You poke some holes in it, put your head, it's a costume.
Or
That's
a white
terrible excuse.
I always go with the,
trash
a
bag.
white sheet. You could be a ghost.
Yeah.
Or
you
with
could
the little
be a
cat.
trash bag.
The
Yeah.
cat ears. You can get that for 99 cents at the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Draw a little nose.
Yeah.
Put some whiskers
Yeah.
on with your eyeliner.
You guys know that I love to throw parties, and I've
Yes.
thrown a few costume parties, or just parties that would say, this is the code, like the dress code.
What do you do when people show up
I
not
feel it's
coded?
so disrespectful. I know this may sound like I'm being dramatic, but I just think it's so disrespectful. When that person shows up, they throw off the vibe of the party. Other people that didn't want to put the costumes on, that made the effort, then look at that person and go to you, she doesn't have a costume on. Oh my God, I just put all this time into wearing, she didn't wear one. I'm taking mine off. And you just start a mess up. Yo, if you don't have a costume or you don't want to put the effort, don't come.
go.
Wait a minute, it depends on the event.
Don't go.
Hold
I'm
on.
with you, Adrienne.
Me
Don't
too.
come.
Just don't go.
What, Lonnie? What are you gonna say?
It depends on the event, okay?
Okay. Like
Now,
what?
there
Give
are
us a
certain
scenario.
people at this table, you know, they invite you to go trick-or-treating.
Oh.
And I don't want to wear a costume.
Oh, God.
They make me put on a costume, all right?
I do.
This is a picture
But did it cost you some money?
with me and
at
Mariah
my
and
look,
Aiden.
though.
And so I didn't have a costume on. She made me put on the ears, and I put the tail in the front. If you
She
go
sure
back,
did.
that's the tail. I'm like, I ain't putting no tail in the back. That's gonna look, I got on black. It's
But
gonna
I
look like
said
something coming out my
I was
butt.
so mad when she
I-
saw that. When Mama Mai saw the tail in the
yes.
front, she said,
You
you
can
look like
too.
you have the ding-dong.
But you know what, Lonnie? I said do it for the children.
Yes.
And you did it for the kids.
But what
So
I'm
thank
saying
you so
is,
much.
what I'm saying is, you provided little things, you know. So
Yes.
my solution
Oh.
is that if people don't, you know, because maybe they don't have the money.
Yes,
Now,
true.
I had the money, but that,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yes, yes, yes.
In certain situations.
help them out.
So help them out. Get
Got it.
some ears or get, you know,
Wait
a
a minute,
nose or
wait a
something.
minute, wait a
That's
minute.
the balance.
No, hold on. Adrienne, as hostess with the mostest, so you're providing the house, the snacks, the DJs, the hors d'oeuvres, the drinks,
Did I stutter?
and the vibe. And now we gotta give you some cat ears for you to join
Just in case. I mean, that way everybody has
I
something.
really wanted her to come, so I made a way for her to come.
And
You
I
see what I'm
worked
saying?
that day, and I worked an extra because I did my radio show, and I was like, I'm just so tired, and I didn't feel like, you know, all of that. But it really did help that, and
You're
the
coming
kids
this year,
got
right?
into.
Are you coming this year?
Okay.
Make sure you have a costume ready.
I'm
'cause
going.
she's not-
We
Every
have
year,
so much fun. You have
every
to come.
year I
I'm
trick or
down.
treat
Yes.
with this one Tam Tam,
It
and
is
it is
so
so much fun.
Yeah, the
We
kids,
have a
our
good time.
kids want to do something, but I don't know what to do.
Trick
Well,
or treat.
Trick or treat?
Yeah.
By
What-
you.
What's
We'll
the
go with
theme?
you.
What's the theme this year?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
I don't know yet. But just we're not doing like a family themed. We just want to wear what we want to wear.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
maybe Araya and I will be matching. I don't know.
That would
love
be cute.
that.
That would be cute. But I liked her as Stay Puff last year,
I
so
know,
that
right?
was
She
good.
was
You know,
so freaking cute.
I usually
So
stay.
cute.
Yeah, that was her Stay Puff, and
Aiden was a ghost.
yeah, he was a ghost, and I
That's a
was
theme.
a cat.
That's a theme. You weren't in the theme.
Oh,
well,
you know
Halloween
what?
season isn't the only season around the corner, you guys.
No.
It's almost time for what? Cuffing season. All right, now, okay, clearly you guys don't know what cuffing season
Yeah,
is.
they don't know.
It is the time of the year when people who normally enjoy being single look to get booed up to stay nice and warm through the cold months. Now you know. However, a recent Hello Giggles article suggests that maybe it's a good idea to sit out cuffing season this year.
What?
Oh, I know. For example, they said, y'all don't want to participate. For example, they said if you're looking for something long-term, you don't want to fall for someone who
Exactly.
isn't relationship material, or maybe you just like being booed up with yourself, and you don't need someone to cuff with.
I actually
I agree
very
with that.
much
Ladies.
understand that, ladies. I get it.
Should single women be holding cuffing season tryouts right now, or is it a waste of time?
Well, first of all,
These are tryout times.
I don't call it cuffing season. I
think
call
that's a
it
New York term,
big
maybe.
girl season. Cause right now, you be looking for the thickness.
Looking for that warmth.
Yeah, that warmth is getting cold. And you need somebody to grab onto you, Genie. Yes. So it's a good time. It's a good. And you know what? Just because you say it's cuffing season, that doesn't mean that it can't become a relationship.
That's true.
You know?
Okay,
Some great long-term relationships have started from cuffing
They
season.
do. The only thing is, I think that you have to know if you really are capable of letting your feelings get into that cuffing, cuddling, do everything together holiday mode, and you're able to back out.
Yeah.
Because some people, it can turn into something else, but what if you make it cuffing season? The other one thinks, okay, cuffing season, so come January, we done. And in January, January, you're not.
No, but see, cuffing season...
It actually lasts through Valentine's Day.
It's to Valentine's Day.
Complicated. I feel like if it's not going anywhere, I'd rather just cuddle with my blanket, have a glass of wine, and watch Sex in the City.
Yeah, but it might be going somewhere.
Boring.
But how do you know?
To those places.
Boring.
If I add some chocolate?
No.
No, girl.
No.
Boring.
Okay.
It's the winter months.
Yes.
It's cold. It's also the holiday season.
Yeah, it's
so you
someone
want
to
be
kiss
with
at
somebody.
midnight on New Year's Eve.
Oh my God, it almost kind of makes you feel a little used.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
It's a relationship.
You said used like you like it. You're like used.
It has to be
You wanna be
mutual.
used
That's the
and
only thing.
abused.
I agree
I
with
have
you.
so many single girlfriends who I don't know if they're capable of letting go because my single girlfriends are hopeful for more.
And I'm a good cuddler. I take pride in my cuddling.
There's an art to good cuddling.
You got to get in the nook.
God. Here we
You
go.
really do.
Well, if you're
And
looking for somebody to cuff, there actually are applications that you can find on Google, you guys. If you type in cuffing application,
We
you
helping
can
you
find
out.
them. And literally, they have questions like current relationship status. Are you single, dating, fake single, in a relationship, married, divorced? It's complicated. Cuffing availability, days, nights, overnights, and weekends.
Another day, another dating trend.
Uh-oh.
And this one is kind of creepy.
Uh-oh.
New York Mag is reporting that there's a disturbing new trend called Tinstagramming, where someone tries to slide into your Instagram DMs after failing to match with you on the dating app Tinder. Because Tinder users can now link their Instagrams to their profiles. People are now taking that info out of the app and messaging them on Instagram for another chance at love after they've been rejected. While some people think the trend is harmless, some women say that they've received unwanted and even hateful messages
they
from
pissed.
people they passed on. So ladies, should people swipe left when it comes to putting their Instagram info on their dating profile?
I don't even know why they connected. Like, they shouldn't do
I know,
that.
right?
You
No,
know?
they shouldn't. But at the
I
same
think they
time,
should.
Really?
No.
Yes, I just think, okay, you know that we just went to a celebration of mine, and there was a lot of single women there.
Yes.
And we heard them talking about how hard it is to find a man or find the
They're
right
so
match.
beautiful.
Right.
I know. So I almost at this point am like, if any other option gives them another lane or another way to get in touch with somebody, I think they should do it.
But in this case, you have the lane, which is the dating app, and
sometimes
now you
people
close
you
that
reject
lane.
one time come back around and you realize they kind of cute. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Okay, wait, don't front. Have you ever met somebody on a first time and never...
This is Tinder. You are swiping left,
What if that
swiping
one
right.
picture was just not a good photo of them? You got mad options on Instagram. You can see all different, profile, the face.
But they shouldn't be able... It needs to be a way where they can't get into your DM.
Yes.
If you reject
You know.
them.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
almost
well,
like
this
having-
is an easy thing. You guys, I don't have my DMs open to everybody. People should know that, actually. So if I didn't reply to your DM, I only have my DMs open to people that I follow.
Right.
That is an option you have. So they can
I know,
only
but they
DM
can still
you.
comment and just drag up and down on your pages. They can
Yeah.
still comment and get to you.
Yeah.
Well, then you really know you don't want to date them.
Right.
Yeah, I
But
guess-
then you can't stop them because
Right.
you're public.
That's what they're saying.
And then I erase it. I block everybody else trying to hate on
I
me.
have too much time on my hands to be sitting there.
I
Block,
know.
block, delete,
Yeah.
block.
God. It's
Look, they got time. They don't have a man. They looking. They actively looking. I would take
Adrienne's
the time.
trying to
That's
set
just me.
somebody up.
No, I'm saying if I was single, I would take the time. It wouldn't bother me if somebody read a rude comment. I would
You
delete
know
it
what the
and block it
problem
and
is?
move
I'm
on.
gonna tell you the problem is these dating apps, right? You need to go out, you need to go to church, you need to go. No, you need to go out and see people for yourself. Not just church, go to the bars,
Grocery
to different
store.
clubs,
Grocery store is good.
the bowling
alley.
Thank you.
One of my friends told us that she's a homebody. Me and Jeannie were like, the guy isn't coming to your house. to
That's
find
the
you.
problem.
Yes.
You have to leave your house.
Yes, this
Because
is
a
true.
lot of them people run games on those days. I mean, I'm not, there have been some people that have met
Yes.
on dating websites and things like that. I don't want to discourage anybody, but also you need to if you really are actively looking for somebody, go out,
Yeah,
go to
get out.
events. There are a lot like festivals and things like
Meet
that.
them in
Go out
person.
and meet people
Yes.
in person.
In
you know?
person.
Yeah.
Eye-to-eye contact. Feel their vibe. Feel their energy.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes it can be completely different from what someone looks like
Let me tell you
on a picture.
where you meet some men at. Let me tell you.
Okay.
go to the PTA meeting, right?
What?
Them divorced dads.
Oh.
You're gonna end up in jail if you're going to a PTA meeting and you're not a parent.
Yeah, no. I go because I got friends with kids. I take the kids, and I'm like, I'm the representative. See?
This is getting weird.
So, a user on Reddit.com recently asked the question, what simple task can you still not do as an adult? For example, one user said, I can't make coffee. No, seriously. No matter what I do, I make it 10 times too strong or too weak, and somehow it still tastes burnt.
Ooh.
While another user said, fold a fitted sheet. That is hard, man.
No, don't front.
The corners never get together. I am still convinced anyone who can do it was bewitched by a relative who attended Hogwarts. And one user said, make a 2-minute phone call without sweating and pacing for 10 minutes beforehand. So, ladies, what do you think we should be doing now as adults that you still can't do?
Oh.
See, I'm just gonna take driving out the way. We get that. Everybody's probably looking at me like, girl, you can't drive. No, I still can't. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. God is working on me too. But the other thing I can't do that's so basic, and now you don't really need to do it because everyone looks at their time on their phone.
Yeah.
So I wear this watch here, but I can't tell time.
What?
So, okay, I can tell if I look, but you know how people be like, oh, it's 4:73. 4:73? No, it's 4:45.
You mean 5:13?
No!
It's
No,
5:13.
4:45. 4:45. You know how people look and they're like, oh, it's 4:45.
Yeah.
You know how girls look real cute? They be like, oh, babe, I actually have to pick up the kids in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know what I just looked at. I have no clue what this says. Like, I think someone either forgot, you know, like the PS 110 in New York City. I don't think we spent enough time on telling time for me. So I know how to do it. Like, my clock right now, it's not even on right now. Okay, tell me if this is the right time. The little one has me at
Adrienne,
1,
why don't you just get the watch?
7, 8,
That's
9,
Adrienne.
9.
See that? This is what I'm talking about
9:50.
millennials.
Tell me that doesn't say 9:50. Does that say 9:50? Read it.
9?
No, that's not 9:50.
No, that's 8:50.
Wait, I had to count the thing because this is difficult. This doesn't even give you the number.
Just you get a digital watch.
I said I can tell digital time. I'm not.
Do you
that
know where to
smart.
put a stamp on an envelope?
On the corner, yeah.
Which corner?
On the left corner.
No.
I did my wedding.
It's on the
It's the
right.
right
It's on the
corner.
right corner.
Oh, that's what I meant.
See, millennials
But
don't know how to do certain
I
things.
did that for my wedding invitations. I did do that. I knew that. But I just got it backwards. But wait, I do know how to tell time, like on a digital. If it
Well, that would be
3:10,
weird.
I can figure that out.
Well, I hope you know your numbers.
Because you know your numbers.
Yes, but
what I
like
really
telling
wanna
it
learn,
just
you guys?
looking fast, I can't do
You know
it.
what I really want to learn that I've never
What?
learned?
What?
How to cook rice.
What? You know what? Y'all not gonna do this today.
Yo, I'm being...
There are so many jokes.
Yes,
though, that
everybody.
people
Yes,
are thinking.
well, I'm going to hit it for you. I
Yeah,
am Jeannie
'cause I don't
Mai.
wanna
I am
say it.
Asian, and I don't know how to cook
Girl,
rice.
get you a...
I can't do it. There's an art. There's an art. And it makes me sad because I need to... Okay, so...
You grew up
Don't you
eating
just
rice.
boil
I know, but just because you grew up eating rice, it was always made. I never knew how to cook it, you know? So people tell me you have to put, like, the rice and then a pinky amount
We've
of
just
water on
embarrassed
top of
ourselves.
it.
Take us to
like,
commercial.
I can't get it, so I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna teach you how to cook rice.
All right, you and I both will learn how to cook some rice, all right?
Our first guest is a writer, actor, producer, and director who has kept audiences laughing for 15 years.
Wow.
And we can't wait for all the laughs he's bringing to theaters with his 10th Madea film, Boo 2, a Madea Halloween. Please welcome the one and the only Tyler Perry.
There we go.
You better throw some shade. You better throw it. Oh, they love you.
That's so kind. That's so kind.
Let me tell you. Let me
Sit
explain
down,
something.
sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Let me explain something, you guys.
That's why I wouldn't tell him why I wouldn't hug you.
Okay, that's what Tyler Perry, every time he visits us, he has a film. Last year, it was his 47th birthday. He biked for 47 miles to celebrate it.
Wow.
This year was his 48th party. He threw an epic speakeasy, you guys. I mean, everybody was there. It was at his house. He had a tent outside of his house. He had Cicely Tyson, Al Pacino, Sam Jackson. He had Monica. He had Kelly Rowland. They were all singing. It was like a speakeasy, right? And so he invited me.
I invited everybody.
No.
But you don't want to go. Yes, I did.
No.
Yes, I did.
But,
yes, I did.
Yes, you
okay,
did.
anyway,
You did.
I was the only
did.
one that actually went. This is a
came.
picture. This is a picture from the event.
Oh my God! Ronnie, what is happening? Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll tell you what happened. Every time somebody would come in, she'd take a rose. There was this column of roses. She'd take one out and throw it on the floor. She's like, "That's Al Pacino. That's Susan Sarandon." She'd throw it on the floor. And she was feeling good. So then she gets up on the chair, and I go, "What are you doing?" She's up on the chair singing with everybody else, and she's not a singer. Bless her heart. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Let me
You
tell
had
y'all,
fun.
I was lit. I have to
She
admit,
had
I
more
was
fun
lit.
than I did.
I had more
And
fun
I
than
love
he
it.
did.
I love
And
it.
thank you so much. And next year, I was like, I hope he invites me.
I know. I'm
This-
coming.
No, next year we will all be there.
We will all
Yeah,
be
come on,
there.
come on.
For sure, yes.
And we will all stand on chairs and look that lit.
right. So much
What
fun.
I want to know is, that was your 48th.
Yeah.
How are you going to top that for your 50th?
Oh, yeah. I got to think about it. I have to take it one birthday at a time.
Okay.
You know,
One
that
birthday at a time.
started, though. I did a soul cycle ride at my house with 150 bikes around the pool.
remember, yeah, you
It was,
took
us
it
through a
was
soul cycle.
incredible. It was incredible.
Yes.
So
I
that
saw
was,
the
that was the
picture
day
on
before.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
But
is
thank
so
you so
dope.
much for that. That was
Glad you-
great.
See, I told you. Look, if you get an invite to a Tyler Perry party, you
No,
gotta be
yes,
there.
I've
Be
been
there.
to one.
Gotta
It
be
is-
there.
That photo
It
is
is
great
amazing.
advertisement.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
awesome. It was
It's a
awesome.
good time.
All right,
awesome.
so Tyler, with all the natural disasters that have been happening recently, you are known to step in and really be hands-on and help people out. You actually, yes, he's amazing, you guys. He
Amazing.
actually will watch local news to find out who he can actually help. Is that true?
Yes, yeah, but I'm not watching to see who I can help. Sometimes I'm just watching the news and there'll be a story or something. I'm like, wow. So, I remember this one woman, you know, she's 80-something years old. Her house had burned down, and she was on the news, and all she said was, "I just want my kids to stay together." She had 7 grandkids living with her. So she said, "I just want my kids to stay together." And it was around Christmas time. I was missing my mother at the time. I said, I can make that happen in my mother's memory. So it was pretty cool.
Look at you.
Stop it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Hold on. It doesn't stop there because there was another time, word on the street is in San Antonio, you hooked up a waitress with a $500 tip on a $27 bill.
Wow.
Tell us the story behind that.
That's not really a story. She was just really glad to see me. She gave great service. She just did a wonderful job, and I just wanted to leave her something that could help.
Well, let me serve you.
Can we talk about something else? Can we talk about something else?
Well, you're so gracious. I'm sure that if you were a waiter, you would have loved for somebody like that to do that for you.
I was a waiter.
See,
I was a waiter.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did a bunch of jobs before you
Let me
are.
tell y'all, he's very humble, but
he
Puerto
really is.
Rico, he had his
Yes.
plane fly supplies to
Thank
Puerto
you.
Rico. So
Thank you.
that's just Tyler Perry.
Thank you.
That's him.
And he's hating this attention like this. I
Yeah,
can see it
I can
happening.
sense- I can
So I
sense
have
it.
to ask you, what was the worst job that you ever had?
Thank you for changing the subject. I think the worst job, probably used car salesman, because I was very bad at it. I couldn't do people. And the other one was, I was working in New Orleans at the Hilton Hotel, and there was a bar downstairs, but it was an ice cream parlor. It was a bar and ice cream parlor, so I was a bartender who gave ice cream to the kids and drinks to their parents. So their parents sitting back, toe back, and the kids just running all around the place. It was crazy.
Sounds like a
Crazy.
great time.
Yeah, good idea, right?
Yes.
When you got your first big check, what did you splurge on anything?
Shoes, man. I had one pair of shoes. They were run over, had a hole in them. I bought so many shoes. I bought the ugliest shoes you'd ever imagine, man.
Just 'cause you could?
Just because I could. One day I looked at those shoes. I was like, you are never going to look like a country preacher. You are never going to wear these shoes anywhere.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm having too much fun. Now, it's Friday, and on a Friday, we like to turn up, so I want to know, what does Tyler Perry do on a Friday night?
I turned down.
Oh,
Yeah, I turned down. Yeah, no, I'm not. Listen, I go home, you know, get some alcohol. What is this, by the way?
You're going to want to
Gin,
try it.
vodka,
It's so
yes,
strong.
All right, I'm gonna go for
It's
it.
really
I'm
strong.
gonna go for
Oh,
it.
yes,
You're gonna drink.
This is
We
fine.
gonna
Well,
do
then we'll
what
drink
you're doing.
together.
Let's go.
cheers to
Let's go.
Boo
To
Two, you
Boo
guys.
Two.
To Boo
Boo
Two.
Two.
Yes.
Drink, watch a movie. That's what I do on Friday.
Okay.
Boo
That's
Two.
a great way
All
to do
right.
it.
Well, we're back with the incredible talented Tyler Perry.
Woo!
What better way to celebrate Friday and Butu, a Madea Halloween, than with our next guests from the film. Please welcome Lexi Pantera, Yusef Erekat, Brock O'Hearn, and Diamond White.
With cocktails, but real. Diamond, you are only 18, so we made you a mocktail. That's the one with the orange.
That's a little orange situation.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Tyler, why weren't we invited to that party?
I'm gonna sip my tea like this.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Really?
Well,
we come out with the shade right away?
All the way.
So Butu opens today and everybody's...
Exactly. Well, I want to start off with you, Brock, okay? You recently got a not-so-private... You are cute, too. You got a not-so-private show with one of the biggest singers of all time. Tell me about it.
I didn't know. It was Mariah Carey.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was recently at one of her shows with a bunch of my friends, and all of a sudden, some people came up. They had microphones in their ears, and they said, "You're coming with us. You're coming with us." I was like, "Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm coming with you?" I had no idea. So they go to take me, and right as I'm walking off, one of my friends says, he's like, "You better have been practicing your dance moves. You see all the dancers everywhere." I was like, "What is going on right now?" And I have no idea what's happening.
He gave him a dance?
They take me backstage. I get blindfolded on stage.
What?
And had a not-so-private experience.
Really? With Mariah?
You like serenaded you.
Yep.
Touch my body on stage.
Nice.
Wow.
You made it, Stephanie. You made it.
That's right. Well.
God, that's so crazy. Okay, so Lexi, you're a friend of the show. You've been here. We know about your twerking skills. I know.
Yes, twerk out.
But back then, when you were a kid, I've heard that you actually competed in beauty pageants and motorcycle races. Yeah. That's crazy.
I know it's like tomboy with beauty pageant. Yeah. It's just me. I don't know. I'm both, you know?
Oh my God, she's so cute.
They just had a pic.
That's a pic back there.
Diamond, have you ever taken one of Lexi's classes?
I did. For the first movie, I was like, okay, I don't know these people well. I really want to bond. Yeah. So she was doing a class, and I know that I don't have enough fat back there to move, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to try.
Little booties matter, too.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Tyler, Brock, have you guys ever taken Lexi's class?
No, I have. She's been trying to get me in there, but Medea's going to the next class.
I want Madea. Hashtag Madea twerkout.
Hashtag Madea twerkout.
Hashtag Madea twerkout.
No, but it's actually a workout.
So,
You
Yusef,
burn.
we need to clear the air.
Uh-oh.
You called yourself
Yes.
the Middle Eastern Tyler Perry.
Uh-oh.
Does Tyler know that?
Do you know that?
I think I did know that, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually before I even, it was in 2011, I dubbed myself the Middle Eastern Tyler Perry, because I used to dress up as my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and I reenacted what it was like to live in a Middle Eastern household.
Nice.
So, and I'm working my way up the success ladder, so hopefully one day I can be as big as Tyler Perry, too.
Oh, my goodness. Now, Tyler, it looks like you guys had so much fun actually creating this, just seeing you guys' chemistry here. Now, I hear that you like to pull pranks on set. Is this true?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a prankster.
What kind of pranks?
I'll start a new person comes on set and the whole crew will be like, she's new, she just got here. And she'll walk in the room and say, "Step back, what are you doing?" I start yelling at her. And she's like, petrified, and then I walk up and say, "Welcome to the studio," and everybody starts laughing.
Oh my God.
But I'm gonna stop because somebody's gonna get that on tape and people are gonna think I'm this horrible monster.
Yes. I actually think that breaks the ice. Sometimes you just gotta shake people up.
It does break the ice because they're nervous, they don't know what to expect, but sometimes it's a bit cruel. But funny,
I just found out that Diamond is from Detroit, Michigan. It's my homegirl. She's cool.
That's said she is too fly over here.
Yeah, beautiful. And can sing like you wouldn't believe.
She just told me, and I'm like, where can I find your music? And you said,
I just dropped a song, Empty Cup, out now. Go buy it.
In the movie, you play Tyler's daughter.
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Yes, because
Tyler.
and I have to have an attitude. I'm like the attitude bratty daughter. And it's fun being able to have that with him because myself, I'm just like, thank you for paying my bills.
Right.
But it's fun being able to have that dynamic of like having an attitude to someone who I look up to and I've looked up to for a really long time.
I know. That's great.
That's so cool. Brock, what was your first impression of Tyler?
My first impression when I met him was...
You know, you look like Jesus.
That's exactly what I told Tyler. It's crazy.
No, stop it.
I was I'm a big guy. I'm 6'7", okay? I'm a big guy.
Oh, yeah.
6'7".
When I met Tyler, I was like, holy, that's a big guy.
That's a big guy.
wait,
I'm 6'6". I'm 6'6". Yeah.
okay.
All right. Ooh. What?
I find out what it felt like to be, how when people meet me. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I'm so proud of you. You got to watch these kids. Listen, watch all these guys. I was going to say kids, but watch all these guys as they go up higher in their career. They're amazingly talented. So keep an eye out for them. They're all amazing.
You know how to